Reference material. This is a library. You want information. Don't go out and buy all of those books because they're too expensive. Use this building right here. They don't have what you want. Ask them to order it. 9 times out of 10 they can. When I first started, I went out and bought a writer's handbook. This thing cost me $30. I may have read one page. But I got it. It's a good paperweight. I should. And it comes out every year. Get it from the library. Go to Barnes and Noble. Do your research in there. This book is wonderful in that it tells you all the different publishers. I think it does. I don't know. I ain't get past but so many pages. But it should tell you the different genres, who to contact. But, you know, it may be outdated. That person may not work there no more or something like that. So instead of spending money wisely, we talked about traditional publishing where the publisher does everything. Now we want to talk about self-publishing. You mentioned back there, I would never remember it. There's too many people. Being afraid to give your work to somebody else. What's your fear? I said, what's your fear?
Oh, my fear? I'm sorry, I thought you said what's my fear. It's not necessarily a fear, but it's just the fact that, like you said, there's so many folks out there that are just willing to take you for your money and don't really care about, you know, your work. And I don't want to go through, I don't want to have to experience, you know.
Okay. Those people are getting weeded out a lot. You're going to find the crooks more so on the other end of it. Mm-hmm. Most publishers won't risk stealing your work. Mm-hmm. They got so much other work that they won't do that. Most of them.
Right.
I have friends that it has happened to, but I'm hearing it less and less and less. I'm hearing, you know, they give with the publisher goes out of business, they never get a dime. In fact, I was in one of those books. I ain't put her name out in bright lights yet, but I will. But that was a smaller traditional publishing. If I had done my research, I would have found out that there were a lot of disgruntled people. But again, sometimes people don't tell you that they've gotten shafted, as we say. So the other method for you could be self-publishing. But erotica is hot, so I don't think you'll have any problem whatsoever getting it out there. I can give you some suggestions of places that I know that are looking for that type of material. Nonfiction, self-help. Those books will 9 times out of 10 have to be self-published. And the reason why I say this is, unless you have all these initials back behind your name, PhD, ABF, most publishers won't touch you because they don't feel like you're an expert in that field, so you'll have to do it yourself. And it's not as bad as it used to be. It used to be a big stigmatism on self-published books. And one of the biggest problems with self-published books at that time was they weren't returnable. And the publisher that you used priced the book so high that it wasn't competitive with other books that size, that nature. I don't think you've heard it. Some people would self-publish, say, this book, and they would charge $25 for it. In fact, I think I may have paid $26 for it. But then I have my book, which is almost the same size, and it's $13. So it's not competitively priced. For $25, I want a hardback. So that was one of the problems. The other problem was returnable. The way bookstores work,